Originally from Lee Summit, Missouri. It's a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. I was driving in the Midwest, go-karts, sprint cars, and wanted to make a living out of driving. So after college, when I graduated from the University of Missouri, I moved to North Carolina and went to NASCAR Tech briefly, and then decided to kind of find my own path there and landed here. At the shop, I'm the officially called the purchasing agent. Basically, it's the parts manager for Action Express, but also for the chassis building side, Coyote. So basically, just make sure the guys from nuts and bolts all the way up to brakes and all the big stuff, just any and all things purchasing goes through me. At the track during the race, I'm the driver assist when we do a driver change. Make sure Joao, Christian, or Sebastian, for that matter, on the 5-car gets belted in, nets, air hoses, all that stuff. And then practice days, just kind of fill in where needed. It'll be fire bottle during practice, or just help a pit setup, just fill in the gaps wherever needed. Growing up, it's all I wanted to do. Saw Days of Thunder when I was like 5 or 6, and my dad made the mistake of taking me to I-70 Speedway in Missouri, and from there I said I wanted to be a driver. And it took about 5-6 years for me to get together, starting go-karts like I said, and when I moved to North Carolina, I had a brief tenure in late model stock cars, but ran out of money, and so I had to start working on them instead of driving them. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, there's some things that are mundane about it, but I mean, every pit stop's an adventure. You never know what's going to happen, whether it be something I do or something one of the other guys do. So the pressure's always on. It's an adrenaline rush. About the closest to driving I've ever been. Even though I'm not changing tires or anything like that, it's still a rush. And then just kind of some of the just hanging out with the guys, the random stuff we do to pass the time on slow days is just always entertaining. Molly, great fiance, getting married November 1st actually this year. She didn't know a thing about racing when we met. Been together for 8 years now, finally getting married. Took her to a local dirt track and she was hooked at that point. She saw the sprint cars I used to drive and scared her to death. I'm glad I don't do it anymore. But now she tries to come to the races when she can, and she's not just a fan when she comes, she wants to help. She's been on pit road before, help us take down or do marketing stuff. She's great. She loves it. I don't know, you know, it's the racing bug for me is never going to go away. I wish I was driving. At the same time, when I think about it, I don't have the time to do it right. After working with these guys to see how you're supposed to run a race team, and I don't have the finances or the time to put into it to do it proper, so we'll just keep working here and see where it goes.